Let's get into these questions, because y'all sent me a couple of them. Ooh, that's a tough one. What was your biggest challenge in your basketball career? My last team in Tenerife, Spain. I was coming off this high where I was in Portugal, where I really performed well, and I came to Spain with high expectations. Obviously I had a great off season, was working all the time. I was really feeling great. I got there and things were running well. I saw that we had a competitive team, so in my eyes, I was just like, this is just gonna push me to do better. Once the season started, I wasn't performing well. I was going through like a shooting slump. I had games where I finished like 1 for 11, 0 from 6 from 3. I had those games, and I was still like, getting 10 points, stuff like that. But, my shooting percentage was horrible. And overall, it's just like, that's a big part of my game. And so I was like completely doubting myself. All these things were like an adjustment for me. And once the shooting slumps and everything started, I started feeling super overwhelmed. And because I was expecting something from myself, and I didn't live up to those expectations. I always try to hold myself to a high standard, and I push myself, and that's why I work so hard, because I have this standard for myself that I expect to hit every time. So yeah, it was a really hard moment for me, because it was just like, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to fix it. In my head, I was like, just keep getting reps, keep getting reps, keep getting reps. And that's what I was doing. But there were still like games where I just couldn't make a shot. I was missing a lot. Sometimes I wasn't feeling comfortable. And then long term, it was just hurting my confidence, And those were a really tough couple months, because it was like, I didn't know what to say. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, these are the same shots I take all the time. What's going on? And that was a really tough moment for me, because switching teams and doing all and going through what I went through, it was just tough, because it was like I had never been in that situation before, and it was my first experience really playing at like a professional level. But things happen, and just believe in myself. You gotta continue to believe in yourself regardless of all the things that are going around you when things don't go your way. Ooh, this is actually an excellent question. So this kind of leads into what I was just talking about. So it's, how do you deal with your challenges? Number one is definitely God. My faith is very strong. I'm a very religious person. And I just trust that I was put on this planet to play basketball. You know what I mean? It was just something about basketball that attracted me to it. And I've been on this path since I was 14. And it's like, there's no looking back now. You know what I mean? I really do believe that part of my purpose in life is to take this as far as I can take it. And I play with that type of confidence, and I live in that mindset. Number two is definitely having a great support structure. I have a great group of friends around me, great group of family. They always have my back. They always motivate me and support me. So that just gives me the confidence to go out and do my thing, Number three, you gotta put in the work, man. You gotta put in the work. A lot of people just talk a lot about working, practicing. Bro, get in the gym and work on your game. For real. Like, you will literally notice the separation between yourself and your peers when you really put that work in. I'm telling you, because that was my experience, literally. I used to play as a 5, a center, bro. Like, my job was to screen dudes, roll, get the ball, and like hook shots and stuff like that. Like, my workouts would just be like mic and drills, stuff like that. And I really like didn't want that. Like, I wanted to be a guard. I knew that like my stature and stuff like that I wasn't gonna be 7 foot, 6'7", stuff like that, So I was like, I gotta work. I gotta put in the work. I gotta work on my handles. I gotta work on my shot. I gotta do all that stuff. And that's what I did. I just logged myself in the gym and went to work. And over the years, I really started seeing the separation. Like I said, I wasn't the best player on my national team, but when I got back to Mozambique 2 summers later, none of those dudes could guard me. You feel me? Like, that's just the product of the work. That's just the product of the work. You gotta put in the work, you feel me? Because that's gonna give you the confidence to try stuff in games. All right? Last but not least, and this is for real, let's get serious. Get you a coach. For real. get you a coach. My mom, life coach. But I still got a mental coach on this, like apart from that, you know, like, and I work with him every 2 weeks. And like, we have our sessions and we just talk about stuff. He really gives me the tools I need to, you know, grow and optimize my performance and be the best version of myself. And that's what coaches do. They just help you grow. Like maybe you got problems that are holding you back that you don't even know, and they're gonna help you get clarity toward those and how to overcome those fears and mental blocks that you have. That in hand will get into, like, you know, better performances in your life, whether it's that's on the court, in school, work-wise, you know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna help you. And that's an investment you gotta make on yourself. You see people say all the time, you know, believe in yourself, work on yourself, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. How many of you, you know, waste money going out to parties, buying a bunch of different clothes, when you could use some of that money to probably invest in a coach? You're gonna make more money. And it's not about the money, honestly. It's about just being the best version of yourself. And that's what coaches do. They help you be the best version of yourself and get you to achieve your goals the fastest way possible. So get you a coach, man. Next question. All right, next question. How is it to leave your home country and family for sport? Honestly, it wasn't that hard for me. Like, for real. When I was 16 and I realized I'm going to the United States, bro, I was ecstatic. Like, I did not even think twice. I was sad that I was leaving my friends because, you know, I had the same group of friends since like 2007. And now we're in like 2017. It was like 10 years later, I had the same group of friends. Like, you know, those were my boys, those were my brothers, you know, and like we just hang out together all the time. I really felt like this was my path and this was like my goal. And I didn't even think twice, you know, I was working, I put in the work for 2 years for this. And like, it was no coincidence that like now I had this opportunity. You feel me? So I was just like, yo, it's time to go. It's time to go. Make the most out of it, you know. I was thinking like, yo, this is my chance to really start taking this seriously. And like being in one of the best schools in the United States is just gonna help me get better because the best players are going there. They're like me. They're hoopers trying to get better, looking for the best opportunity and like the best facilities. And that's what happened. You know, so when I put myself and I immersed myself into that environment, it just made me better overall. And I was honestly able to bring that back home and help the people that actually wanted to get better too. Because I was like, yo, this is what we do there. And like, this is how we work. And I was able to help my friends that wanted to get better. And they would just work out with me all the time. You know what I mean? And I really don't regret it. Basketball workout that you hate doing? I honestly don't hate anything about basketball. Like, there is not one workout where you can tell me, like, do this, and I'll be like, nah, you tripping. I think the thing I least do is conditioning work. And I'm talking about, like, just working on, like, suicides, 17s, 21s. Like, I really don't do those just because I play a lot of basketball. And I feel like basketball is my cardio. And I do a lot of it to the point where my conditioning improves overall. So, I mean, everything that has to do with basketball, I'm almost 100% like cool with it. For real. Like, I'm always open to new experiences. Anything that helps me get better, I'm doing. And that's the mentality you need to have to be the best version of yourself. Just always trying to get better, always looking for new ways to improve. Some basketball workouts. I'm gonna actually make a video about basketball workouts, like what you should be doing, what your in-season actual court game workouts should be looking like, and in the off-season. Work on the fundamentals. And I know you hear this all the time on YouTube all the time, but literally just work on the fundamentals. Work on the simple stuff. Work on your shot. Work on your touch around the rim. Work on ball screens. Work on coming off screens. Whatever it is that your team needs you to do, work on that in season, because that's how you're going to get the most out of the season and the team can get the most out of you to win games. And that's the goal in the season, you know? In the off season is where you can have a little bit more fun with it, you know? You can try stuff out. You want to add something to your game. Like, that's where you can start experimenting with some stuff. But in season, always try to make the most out of what you actually do in games. can you dunk now, bro? Stop playing with me, man. What kind of question is that? Listen, just because I don't really be posting like dunks and stuff like that, look, I got that sneaky bounce. I'm not the most athletic dude, like you're not gonna see me doing between the legs yet. I got the simple, two-handers, just one-hand dunk. Hey, but that's not the best part of my game, you feel me? Like, I'll cross you up, boom, step back, hit it in your face. How many practices do you have in a week? So, I actually practice with the team every day, so Monday through Friday. And then I go to the gym 4 times per week. 2 of those days are strength days, and then two other days are mobility and recovery. Just because with the load that I have, my body has to be in the best shape possible for game day. Like obviously everybody wants to have the best body, the best aesthetically looking body. But as a basketball player, your main focus should be to be performing well on the court in terms of like the amount of days I work and stuff like that. And that just puts me in the best position to perform because I'll be playing like 2 games every weekend, on average probably like around 25 to 30 minutes per game, you know what I mean? So it's tough and it's taxing on your body. So you really need to be structuring your workouts in relation to your games. How many languages do you speak? Listen, I speak 3 languages. And I know some of y'all are like, that's nothing, no. Listen, I speak Portuguese, I speak English. I've been speaking those my whole life though. So it's like, you know what I mean? And then I speak Spanish, Hay que hablar el español. You feel me? I'm trying to learn French and I'm trying to learn Arabic. But honestly, like, I haven't put any effort into learning them. But my French people, my Moroccan people help me out a little bit. You feel me? Your boy trying to learn the languages. I'm trying to be international. Would you like to come and play in the Australian NBL? Of course. What? Yo, the NBL is one of the best leagues in the world, like period. And plus, ever since like LaMelo Ball went there, a lot of players been going there. It's a very competitive league, and hell yeah, I would love to. If I'm blessed enough, to have the opportunity to play there, I would probably definitely go. But obviously, my goal right now is just to, be able to build my reputation here in Spain. All the moving around sometimes is not the best thing possible for you. Try to grow in a league, get to the best level possible, and then obviously see what the opportunities are for you. How did you get to Spain? Spoke a little bit about it. My agent really helped me. He really has all the contacts. He takes care of like contacting the teams and stuff like that. Shout out to Francis, man. Great agent for real. I love that dude. And he just helped me a lot. He always tries to get the best opportunity for me and for all the players in our agency. And man, he's that guy. Did playing basketball in Mozambique help with anything in your career, or was it a waste? Nah, playing Mozambique was definitely not a waste. Mozambique has a lot of talent. I'm telling you right now, 258 got a lot of talent. The only thing is, we don't have the best discipline, nor the right people, or the right number of people trying to grow our youth, And so a lot of kids lose faith because there's not a lot of people, trying to help, trying to teach. The few that there are amazing. I'm one of the kids who was like a product of the good people trying to help. I had people like Amarildo, Coach Mabe, Coach Rasta, Coach João, all in my corner, trying to help me grow, trying to improve my game, and that's why I'm here today, and working out in Mozambique and playing in Mozambique just taught me a lot of different things. The game is a lot more physical overall, just because the dudes are bigger. Like, it's mad physical. Bros don't care, you know what I mean? Like, there's elbows, there's people going on the ground. It's very physical, but that's what you need. Like, the best leagues, the most competitive leagues are all physical. And so playing in Mozambique taught me different things, taught me how to draw certain fouls, where to pick my spots, you know, to be able to optimize my time on the court. All right, next question. When did you start seeing basketball as a career rather than just a game? Damn. Okay. It's a great question. I have to say basketball really started turning into a career when I went to Spain for the first time. Like right after IMG is when I really started seeing potential in myself for real. Like, okay, I can make this as a pro. Just because once I left IMG, I felt like I had all the confidence in the world. You know, I had been around the best players, the best coaches, and even they saw the potential in me. And so as a kid, I was probably not the most confident one. So seeing all these people just believe in me that when I first got there, just didn't really know who I was and stuff like that, really made me believe in myself and just gave me all the confidence in the world to, you know, take this all the way. And also seeing just my friends and family show their support and belief in me really helped. So at that point, when I started telling them, like, I'm gonna take this seriously, you know, a lot of people, especially in Mozambique, a lot of people told me that I was crazy, that it's just a hobby, that, you know, it's a phase. I heard it all. Trust me when I tell you I heard it all. But yeah, man, it's just the inner belief in myself. And like I said before, having the right people around me just gave me all the confidence in the world to take it all the way. And I'm glad I never gave up. And I hope this helps you younger kids that are watching to, you know, try it yourself and just believe in yourself, and don't be afraid to take that risk and take it all the way. Just know that you're gonna have a lot of people that doubt you, that don't believe in you, that try to push you out of the path. Just stay focused, stay on the grind, and keep working. Yeah, man, that's the video. I really appreciate you guys sending me in the questions. You know, none of this would be happening if it wasn't for y'all showing the support, showing the love. So I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to drop a comment, you know, tell me what you guys want to see, because this is for you guys. This is my way of giving back to everybody that has helped me. And I want to help the next generations as well. So let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you once again, guys, for real. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Love and peace.